Welcome, 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 welcome to the By Fun Podcast. Yay! Oh my God, I have Dennis. I have Dennis with me, my amazing friend who I actually connected with on LinkedIn. How are you, Dennis?
I am feeling good. How are you, Wanu?
It's a beautiful day to be alive.
C'est vrai. Oui.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Actually, Dennis's birthday was last week.
November 2.
Last week, Monday, Sunday.
I should know that. I should know that. I think it was on Tuesday. It was on Day of the Dead, All Souls Day, Dia de los Muertos.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
I think that
yeah.
was
Okay.
Tuesday.
Okay. Well, I know I
55,
just.
baby. 55.
You look
And
fucking
yes,
amazing.
yes, I use a form of Botox.
That's okay, girl. No judgment
and
here.
and probably there's probably a filter, so but you know I'm feeling pretty good about things, so it's all good.
Fuck yeah. What did you do for your birthday, though? Did you do anything on your birthday?
um I just savored the day. I don't It was a beautiful day. I don't remember, we there were cards, there was flowers. I bought myself tons of flowers. There
Oh,
was, yeah, talked to my kid who's in college now.
yay.
But yeah, it was really just another beautiful day.
Okay, good to know. Now, I'm going to open this up by asking you this question. What does Dennis do for fun?
Mm, I am fun.
Ooh, okay, okay,
Like, I laugh at my own jokes, so I don't really have to go very far to have fun. Um, I'm literally laughing a lot every day. Every day. And especially when I'm working, when I'm interacting with beautiful people like yourself, beautiful souls. Like last night, I had the most people on a call than ever, and they're bringing me heavy, heavy stuff. They're feeling heavy, heavy stuff. And we all just end up cracking up. We just end up cracking up. And not because I'm not telling jokes, but I am just helping them feel better. And I'm getting to use my strengths that I did not understand when I was little. Like, I did not understand how these things that I could do would be useful in the world. But the fact that I get to help other souls rise out of, oh, I've got this always nearby me, rise out of shame,
oh
or
yeah, yeah, I know what that is. Yeah,
the Dr. David Hawkins
yeah,
emotional profile. It just, I use it as a tool because it helps people get out of their story. And when I ask them, okay, well, seems like you're right here in shame, or like last night, she was in fear and anger. And I was like, okay, so let's be realistic. What do you want to feel? She's not going to jump to like joy and peace
right,
in one situation, but I can do something practical and use my lightness, which is one of the four elements of gravitas. You can't just have strength, then you're boring.
right.
Grounded, great. You can have a Buddha presence, but what are you doing for people? So that's important too, but it's not the only thing. And and you need warmth, but you need all four. So I was bringing the presence, bringing the tools, and then you could just feel it. You could just, even though it's on Zoom, you could just feel
Right.
people lightening up. You could see epiphanies. You could see relief. You could see facial expressions relax. Um, so that's fun for me. I know it's really geeky, but that's
Right.
fun for me. And learning about how I can grow myself. And so I'm sounding really boring right now. I'm
No,
sounding
you're
really,
not.
I ask you about fun and I give you this.
It's your definition of fun. You make the rules, girl. But I fucking love it, and I do want to ask though. First of all, I do appreciate what you do for people. Thank you so much for your ripple. What are some of Dennis's strengths? Like I'm very curious. What are your strengths?
One of the things I'm really grateful for that I didn't necessarily value is it and it just is a natural thing. It's just a so maybe we could call it a talent. I think talents are like innate things,
Right.
and then we can cultivate them and make them stronger. But for me, I have a dot connecting brain, and so I can see patterns very quickly. And it kind of got me in trouble sometimes at work because I would blurt out answers. And I didn't know I had this strength until I took this really rigorous 3.5 hour assessment that is assessing how your brain works. And
Mm.
certain assessments, certain of like let's say there's like 12 tests. Some of the tests I wanted to throw the computer out the room because they were so hard for me.
Right.
Like spatial relations. I have no business in architecture. I have no business designing any building. Like I cannot picture shapes in space. My brain can't do it. It's very hard. It's why I dropped out of uh, higher math programs. And anyways, but I love the concepts of all those things, but I can't do them. Then there was a test about patterns
Mm.
and noticing the pattern and also ideation. Ideation. I can come up with ideas like,
Oh, wow.
which really helps me in coaching, right? Because you're trying to help somebody kind of outpace the fear-based thought they have right now and then structure a way to get out of it. Anyway, so metaphors come to me very quickly, patterns come to me very quickly. I once was told I was intimidating because I kept interrupting and blurting out the answer because I'm trying to solve things. I'm like, oh, let's do this efficiently. But people were like, do we get a say? So once I got that loving feedback, I was like, okay, I'll back off, even though I'm sitting there going, I know the answer, but I'm gonna listen. And I'm gonna say, "What are your thoughts on it?" I'm gonna say something like that instead of, "Okay, this is what we need to do."
Right. Okay. Oh, that is so fucking beautiful that you can
Yeah,
see
it's fun. I
patterns.
really like that strength. I'm really happy I have that. The other one is I'm a love machine, like yourself. I just love people, and um, yeah, I just feel so grateful to meet people, learn about them, hug them, whatever, if they allow me to. Yeah, I guess that's it. How about you? What are
Um,
your favorite strengths?
hmm. You know, when you were talking about your strength, it felt like I was talking to a mirror.
Yeah,
Um, I don't think I talk about it very, I don't think I talk about it very often because I haven't, I can see, so when someone is talking to me, in the first few minutes, I can tell their limiting beliefs. In the first, and then if they're talking for like 30 minutes, before the end of the 30 minutes, I can see the child wanting to
mm,
be seen and heard. I can see their patterns. I can see why they repeat the same thing. 99% of the time, I don't say anything until um, actually I don't say anything. The only time I've probably said something when I see someone's pattern is very rare. Maybe when you go ahead and ask me a question and you're curious about what I'm reflecting back to you, but half the time I don't say anything. For me, I see more ooh, as an observer standpoint, but most importantly, I learned something from Alan Watts. I don't know if you know who that is, a philosopher.
yeah,
Um, when I interact with people, regardless of what skin color, what belief system they are, I innately know that I am speaking to myself. So if I see the divine in me, if I see the infinity in me, consciousness, God, whatever you want to call it, I have to see that in you. See past your fear. I have to see past your limiting beliefs until you realize it yourself like, okay, I'm playing small. I'm choosing to play. I won't tell you that. No.
Mhm.
If my story ignites you to share that with me, fine. But I will not go ahead because I used to do that before. I'm
Mhm.
gonna be very honest. A few years ago, I used to do that. Oh my God, like I see all these things. Let me help you. But then I
Mhm.
realized what I was doing. I realized I was also repeating the pattern of controlling the narrative. That was something I used to do a lot until I started to really like unravel my own pattern and realize that I can't do anything. Like I cannot, it's not my job to save anyone, but to keep understanding myself until that person consciously comes to me and be like, you know what, this is my permission slip. So yes, at that point I can be like, okay, yes, I'm a mirror to you now. But if you don't consciously say it, I'll just keep sending you love. Like, okay, I love you, but you're not just ready, and that's okay. But I can see patterns in less than five. Like I can just see it, but I don't say anything. I really don't say anything. But and it's really cool though. But yeah.
That is very cool, and I'm glad you like me because clearly you saw everything in our first meeting. But would you do this with everyone or just with clients? Like, who do you? How do you? Like when you're using this example, if I can see somebody, like, is it who is it in your mind? Is it a client or is it a friend? Is it a family member?
Everyone. I
Wow.
can just see it. Like, and it gets clearer every day. So, like, what the fuck? Like, I can just see it.
Mhm. When do you decide to share? When they like, and will you ever decide to share with? Because here's the thing with me, I don't coach anybody unless they are my client. I don't coach my kid. I don't try and coach my partner. Like, no, I'm a loving being. I listen, but no, nothing. So I'm just curious what you do.
So what's the question? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Like when who do you like let's say somebody asks for your help. Do you coach anybody? Like do you then help them see the child and the patterns and or is it only with clients?
So that's a great question. So right now in my space, like what I'm doing, I call it a business. I'm still observing. I'm actually not even working with anyone right now, because I'm still in this space of trying to figure out what I really want to offer people. I
Mm-hmm.
truly mean it. And I'm not just saying like hearsay. I truly mean it when I say you have all the fucking answers and I'm speaking to God consciousness. Like I truly mean it. So for me, it's a very, it can be a confusing paradox because how do I tell you that you have the freedom, you have the boundless joy without giving the show away? But I still
Yeah.
have to play the game. Like I still have to play the game of life, do a bit like I was a few months ago, I was this particular thing in my life was I cried, it was so confusing, but I have a better clarity now. So I'm currently in a space where until I'm not coaching and I didn't even call it coaching. I'm not mentoring anyone right now. But until someone actually comes to me and be like, hey, I really want you to mentor me and be a mirror. And I'll ask you even before I go forward. You do realize that you have all the like this is
Yeah.
not. Yeah, I'm not
Shit,
here
you
to sell
mentored
you
me.
anything.
You mentored me. You gave me that book and the I just like yeah, so you can't even
But
help yourself. I
yeah,
mean,
like that's where I am. So right now, I didn't even have anyone that I'm working with one on one. I'm just in this space of still peeling back my layers, and if it happens, I'm not rushing for that to
hmm,
happen. But yeah,
hmm.
that's where I'm at right now.
All right. All right. This is good for me to know. This is very good for me to know. Do you happen to know your Enneagram type? Like for sure know it?
No, I've actually never taken an Enneagram test yet. I
Hmm. Would
haven't.
you be interested in doing it?
Um, Honestly, not really.
Yeah.
So I'm also currently in this space in my life where I know I'm a projector, I know there's this rising moon, something sun. Like I know people do all placement. A few years ago, those things were incredible helpful for me to realize who I am. Like I am grateful for those tools. Where I am right now, I don't need no religion. I don't need no spirituality. I don't need no concept. I don't need no identity. Like I just there. I don't need to stand on anything. Like I
Yeah.
don't. I don't need no. I don't even need my name. I don't.
Yeah.
I like that's
Right.
where I am
I
right
would
now. I
change
don't.
my name like this. Like I would like this, but I'm like, oh, it'd be kind of like just inconvenient. And like, what would I know what I would change it to, but I'm not. Anyways, identity. So
Yeah.
the reason I asked you is because it is the only assessment that tells us why we do what we do. And identity is everything. Identity, the identity we tell ourselves. I mean, we know who we really are, right? Like we know, but our brains tell us something else. So they, like we're infinite beings, right? We are infinite souls. We are light. We are pure perfection and all that shit. But the brain gets in the way and tells us a story.
Yes.
And the story can be beautiful. Like, I'm a peacemaker. I love that. I love that. But the soul loves being a peacemaker and bringing that warmth and love and peace and harmony to the world. But the brain gets really pissed off that people are not peaceful and harmonious and kind and loving, right? And you didn't ask, but I'm going to share, even though this is probably
Please.
too much. But anyways, so I have been feeling this resistance. Like, I know I need to serve more people. I know I need to help more people. And I'm thinking, and I know we all have, stories and limitations about and fears. And, fear is just an absence of faith. It's just when you have forgotten that you are divine being and pure consciousness, fear appears. And so I've been like trying to crack the code on my own identity to see how it will allow me to be humongous safely. Because the brain, not the soul, but the brain seeks safety. So literally in ChatGPT this morning, I'm like, so how does an Enneagram 9 safely expand so they can serve other people? Like, I just asked it. And we've been having an interesting conversation about that. And it gave me a list of famous people, like these were Enneagram 9s. And it made me realize, okay, and one of them was Barack Obama. And I'm like, I can see that. And if he hadn't chosen to do the uncomfortable thing, and as a black man running for president, he knew that he was going to be facing arrows, right? And it was not going to be pretty. It was going to disturb his peace. But he cared more for people. I mean, he comes from a community organization, right? He cared
Right.
more about people than he cared about his ego. And he has confidence, he has swagger, he has all that. He has all that. He has that presence.
Right.
Keanu Reeves was another one on the list.
Of
I'm like,
course.
he's a freaking love machine. Freaking love machine. And he's okay with getting paid $60 million. Of course, he gives away $30 million to the cast, which is what exactly I would do. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
guys deserve this more than me. Like, that's what I would do. So,
Yeah.
anyways, it's a very early conversation, but I'm realizing the fear is just a projection of and reminding me that I have lost faith and that I am infinite. And so now, even as I say that, my nervous system is accepting it. It loves that. And then it just becomes, and then of course my brain goes, okay, now what do we do next? All right, what's the plan? What's the plan?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I can figure that
Absolutely.
out too.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing that part of you. I really appreciate it. That actually leads me to my next question, Dennis. Um, from your perspective, what does being human without condition mean to you?
Being human without condition. Well, the first thing, when you say condition, I think about rules and I think about we've got so many we got society's rules. We've grown up into a household that has rules,
Mhm.
and every household has different rules, right? And then we have the rules of the universe, right? The which we're not really taught. Even people that grow up in faith-based homes are not really taught the conditions to create a life where you're truly in a state of faith and certainty and trust and peace. So we have to decondition ourselves. If we don't, we will always, we will always be confined by the rules that were set for us,
Mm.
not by us, and sometimes by us. Like I just made a rule when I was little that I was just not going to talk because these people were crazy. Like, I just was not going to engage. So sometimes we set
Okay.
survival rules, but I don't know if that answers your
No,
question.
yeah, that's a beautiful response from your perspective. And
What about you?
I'm actually really curious. Um, how does Dennis, how does compassion and kindness show up in your life, and how does that ripple in the lives of people around you?
I've once nicknamed myself the love machine. I just can't help it. I just can't help it. I'm in line at Trader Joe's, tucking in some stranger's tag. Do you mind if your tag's sticking up? Do you mind if I, take care of that? Or, I'm in the bank and I'm like, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. Where'd you get that? Like, I love people. I don't know how did I get to that? What was your question?
How does compassion and kindness show up in your life, and how does it ripple to other people's lives?
Oh, okay. Um, well, luckily for me, I've collected people who, in my household, that are very compassionate and kind. My kid is no longer in the household, but I would say one of the best ways it helps me create a ripple is through the people that get my help. They feel safe with me. They
Mm.
feel like they can not be judged, and that they feel like even though they're sharing some really heavy stuff and
Mhm.
stuff they are not proud of, they know I don't judge. They know. And so that kindness and compassion helps. And then when you couple that with skill set tools, that person goes through a transformation that is genuine.
Mm.
So when they come to me, they're usually in a state of shame and anger, but shame is the heavier one, the
Mm.
lowest frequency we can feel. And it's such a lie. Shame says you are not enough. And God says you are a God. You are infinite. You are infinite soul. You are like, it's such a lie. No wonder it's heavy.
Mm.
It's like walking around with a bag of bowling balls on your back and your chest. That's what shame is. And so I know if I wasn't naturally caring about people, then they probably wouldn't be as open with me.
Mm.
But because we have that trust, then when somebody comes out of shame into joy, they we all are ripples. We rippling out everything. You can feel it. You can feel it when you're around somebody. Like right like that. Like, oh, this person is not in a good way right now. You can feel it. And at home is when the person is their most comfortable being projecting what they're projecting. So what I love is that helping one person transform helps their whole family,
Mm.
helps everyone they work with,
Mhm.
especially if they're a leader. Then when they change their frequency, it creates psychological safety among everybody. And then everybody in that workplace now takes home a different vibration to their families.
Mm.
So we got generations here being affected. We've got the kids being affected. Um, I recently just let a man into the program for the first time
Mm,
ever, and I've been doing this a long time. I coached men in corporate all the time. I decided when I started my program, the men weren't jumping on the bandwagon, but the women were. So I just and the conversations were about hormones and stuff like that. So, anyways, um, I haven't had a man in the program for a long time, but this man reached out to me and said, "What you did for my wife is unbelievable, and I
mm,
want that. Can you help
mm.
me?" So he's gonna find his real self because men have shame too, lots of
Right.
it.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, I'm lifting as many people out of shame as I can, and I'm just grateful that if I do it with one person, it's going to ripple to other people.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dennis, for your ripple. Thank you for your light. I wanted to ask, we're going to play an imaginative game right now. So Wanu and Dennis are in a room, and 5-year-old Dennis walks into the room to you. Hey, what are you going to tell her right now?
Oh, yeah. I talked to her. I talked to her in meditations. Um, I don't tell her about the broken back, the car accidents, the heart surgery. I don't tell her about that. I often wonder about you too. Like when you, we're going to find out about you too, because you know what physical pain is like. And I don't want to lie to my 5-year-old self,
Mm,
but I really want her to know that everything's going to work out. And I want to tell her that you don't have to figure it out.
mm.
You just have to follow the breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Because little Denise thought she had to figure it all out.
Mm,
And that created immense fear, dread, worry, panic, much anxiety.
right.
And you know, I mean, we grew up in very different places, but we were both kind of in the wilderness. Like, you know, I was surrounded by wheat fields and nothing else. And I just was like, how do I get out? Like, what am I supposed to do? I literally just thought, okay, I want to be in a big city in an apartment with a cat. Like, that was my dream. Like,
Oh.
I just want to have a view of some water. Cat. And I don't have a cat, but
Do you have the view of the water though?
I do.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I
Beautiful.
live in the Bay Area, so
Wow.
I get to see like I just posted a sunset pic, and you could see the bay, not the ocean, but the bay part of the ocean,
Beautiful.
and the sunset, and the hills, and the fog, and the Golden Gate Bridge, and
Oh,
the
hell
Salesforce
yeah.
Tower. I'm not a fan of. Like, oh, anyways, I'm trying to just skim over that in the skyline, and just skim over it and go straight to the Transamerica. Like, oh, phew, just got bad energy.
Ah, fuck yeah. Man, that was beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much for sharing that with me. Thank you. That actually leads me to my last question.
What would you tell little 5-year-old Wanu?
Oh, okay. I actually do talk to her every day, but if she was to walk into the room right now and, and I was holding her and I was like, I will tell her, girl, it is okay to have fun.
I knew it was gonna have fun. I knew it was gonna have fun. I thought you were gonna say you're going to have fun, but you said it's okay to have
It's
fun.
okay to have fun, and we're having fun right now. We're having fun. I don't know, fun, fun, fun.
Did you have an occupation that you dreamed of when you were little? Did you have anything that you wanted to be?
I was actually telling this to someone yesterday. I my childhood was so traumatic that I didn't remember anything. I had to recreate everything a few
Mm.
years ago with the inner child work. So I I maybe I did, but
Yeah,
I didn't remember anything.
yeah.
So
I do a meditation every morning, or try to every morning, and one of it has different steps to it, so you're creating different positive vibrations. But one of them is um, creating the feeling of love in your body, and the
Mhm.
fastest way for me to do that is to hold little me in my lap
Oh
and
yeah.
hug her,
Oh
and
yeah.
I'm like, boom.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That yeah. That yeah, you're spot on. That right there. You're very fucking spot on. Well, you know the power of the inner
Well, and this
child.
is, yeah, well, this is what we have to do. We have to outsmart our brain, or outlove our brain. We have to conjure up thoughts, imagery that actually shift our feelings instead of just trying to use pep talks and affirmations. We have to genuinely find something that
Mm,
will release whatever the heaviness is, release the bowling balls off the backpack, and let you feel what you're supposed to, what you're entitled to feel every day, which is joy, love,
mm, yeah.
enoughness.
Yeah. Absolutely. Ah, thank you. It leads me to my last question. So we all have like peaks and valleys in our lives, right? And when Dennis is in a valley moment, what what quotes help you, navigate that storm that you could share with us?
The first thing I try and do is just get into my body, because I know anxiety cannot be stopped with thinking. You
Mm,
have to do something physical, whether it's taking a walk and listening to music, meditating. Um, that's the first thing I do. And then, I mean, frankly, I mean, I might talk to somebody about it. Usually, my mom is somebody that I can talk with without judgment. Um, but frankly, I'll go to ChatGPT and I'll say, here's what's going on. Throw me some stuff. Throw me some ideas. What are you thinking? And then
mm,
it just gives me ideas that I couldn't come up with when I was
mm.
in a fear-based state.
Okay. Mm. Thank you. Thank you
And then I
for.
remember, I just have to remember. I'm sorry, I interrupted,
Oh
but
yeah, that's fine.
I just don't want to end on like a talking about ChatGPT thing, but is just giving you possibilities. Just
Right.
giving possibilities when the fear-based brain is usually giving us worst case scenarios,
Right. Right.
right? So anything you can do, and like calling a friend who's gonna just jump on the bandwagon of doom isn't gonna be great, or doesn't know how to lift you up, like that's not gonna help. Um, and luckily, I also have a partner who was raised with faith, and so he is so chill. He is just so chill that he because he's in faith, and he just attracts what he wants. Like it's just like he's
Right.
so. Anyways, that helps. I can bounce things off of him and just
Okay.
get it off my chest. Um, yeah, and then remember that fear is just the ego, which doesn't exist. It's just a lie. We are light. We are a soul. We are God consciousness. So when I can cut through the clutter and remember that, then I can go back into receiving mode.
Right. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dennis. Thank you for choosing to spend time with me. I really appreciate you. Thank you for choosing to be human in this moment. Thank you for your ripple. Thank you for your light. Thank you. I appreciate you. I love you. And for every beautiful human listening to this, when it gets dark, when it gets confusing, come back to compassion and kindness for yourself.